Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan, and today I would like to address an issue, a question, a problem that I've had with the game for quite a while. I occasionally follow people very closely, and people sometimes say, hey, you pushed me or you caused a problem, and I'm like, I couldn't have been because I was nowhere near you. Now, we had the issue with a really close race between Aid and myself. It had been side-by-side racing all the way through the race, and it was fantastic up until the point where I got a little bit too close to Aid and he wound up in the gravel, and that's what we're going to look at in this video. So without further ado, let's get into it and find out what this was all about. So this is the footage from Aid, and I really appreciate him submitting this to me. And as we're going down the straight, you can see that I clearly get into the back of Aid here. My car is right on his back bumper. We do connect, and the result is that he flies off into the gravel. And as Aid says, he actually felt the hit in this particular instance. This is the issue slowed down. You can see I come in, we touch. He suddenly goes forward with a burst of speed from the hit, and he's into the gravel. This is looking backwards towards my car. You can see I get right into the back of him and away, and it's really a slam dunk. As far as our penalty system is concerned, it is a penalty. It's all on me. Game over. Now, this is it from my point of view. This is my replay, which shows, in my view, a very different story. So we're heading down this straight. I'm in the lead at the moment, and then Aid comes up on the outside. He's got a better run off the corner. He takes the lead, and then I'm going to just drop in behind him to pick up a slipstream. So there we go, and I'm looking to follow him through the corner as closely as I can, so that I then hope that I'm going to get a run. Now he's just disappeared. I wasn't close to him. You could see that there was a good couple of feet distance between the two of us, but he's off and into the gravel trap. This is the walk around at the point. The next frame in this, Aid shoots forward. Aid is in the green car. He shoots forward, and you can see the gap between the two cars. You do not see that in Aid's replay at all. In Aid's replay, I actually physically hit him. In my replay, that doesn't seem to be the case. Now, I also want to bring your attention to the brakes, because I knew roughly where Aid was going to brake, and you can see at this point I am full on the brakes. I wanted to brake before he did, so that I did not run into the back of him. So my brake lights are full on. You can see the top light there, full glowing, nothing on Aid's car whatsoever. So I'm full on the brakes. He has got no brakes whatsoever. So theoretically, he should be going away from me at this point. Unfortunately, that didn't appear to be the case, and he wound up in the gravel, which was a real shame, and his race was over. And unfortunately, effectively, our race together, the really close racing that we've had all the way through this, was over as well. We do catch up with each other after the pit stop, but unfortunately he pitted then straight away, and that opportunity for the two of us to race all the way through was over. You can see on the screen here just the B-roll as this video is finishing. You can just see how close we were racing all the way through. In fact, I enjoyed this race so much that I may well do this as a narrated video at some point. But anyway, I would really appreciate your comments on what you feel about this particular incident, and in particular how Gran Turismo has handled this from a game point of view. Remember, looking at Aid's footage, there is a clear hit. With my footage, there is clearly not a hit. So somewhere within the code, I can only assume that because we're both racing online with our own two PS5s that are accessing Sony's servers, wherever they are, that there is some sort of lag or there is some sort of inconsistency within the racing, which then leads me to draw the only conclusion and the lesson from this particular video, in that you cannot follow a car very, very closely going into and through a corner. I've played online racing games or sim racing games for a long time against the AI, and this is one of the ways that I actually race. I'll come right up close behind somebody, almost, but try not to, but almost rubbing their back bumper, to then follow them out of the corner to take a slightly different line, and then to try and get a slipstream and an overtake down the straight. It is one of the easiest ways to overtake a car when you are racing. But as this example shows, and again I am so grateful to Aid for submitting his replay and giving me the opportunity to look at my replay as well, and both of them side by side, it's absolutely incredible and fascinating to see the differences between the two. And as I said, the only conclusion I can draw is that there is some sort of inconsistency within the code, some sort of lag, some sort of bandwidth issue or something that means you cannot follow a car into the braking zone and through a corner very, very closely. You're either going to need to offset your car so you're not directly behind them going into a corner, or you're going to need to back off earlier to potentially, in my opinion, leave a full car's length between you and the car in front. As you can see on the screen here, going into some of these corners, we do have that full car length between us, and then there is no issue whatsoever. It is only when you get up really, really close. Please leave your thoughts on this one in the description. I found this absolutely fascinating. I hope that you've enjoyed the video and you found it educational and fascinating too. If you have, please hit the like button for this video. It really helps the channel. And if you're new around here, please consider subscribing for more videos like this. And if you want to come lobby racing in a respectful lobby, well, come and check us out. Monday to Friday, 9 o'clock UK time. You'll be more than welcome to race with us, so long as you race respectfully and not like I've done in this particular video. Or was I respectful? The jury's out on this one, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye bye.